How's it going, guys? My name is Magic. Today I'm gonna do a little Surfskate board review. This is my personal favorite board. It's the Swelltech Surfskate. I just feel like it's the most technical board and possibly one of the harder ones to learn on. But once you do learn, it's the most fun board to ride by far. It's got these specialty trucks that create a snapping and carving feel that you get when you're surfing. It's got springs here on the bottom that allow the truck to rotate and pivot. It's a really fun board to ride. It can be a little bit more difficult. And then after we go over some of the basic steps of riding that board, we're gonna look at the new Penny board Surfskate. This board has the waterborne trucks on it. And this is a great option if you're not wanting to spend as much money to get into surf skating, because you can get these trucks and put them on practically any deck and make any deck a surf skate. All right, so the first thing that we want to look at is foot placement when you're riding this board. With your back foot, you're going to want to put your foot right above that back truck, just right there. The Swelltechs come with this nice little foot pad, traction pad for you. And then your front foot, you're going to want to put that a little bit in front of that front truck. If you go too far forward with this board, just because of the truck, it's really easy to like jackknife yourself off of it. And you don't want that. See how it's doing that? So you're going to want to put your foot just behind that front truck. Now I'm just going to give you a little side view of the foot placement. Again, back foot right above those back trucks, front foot you're going to put right behind that front truck. That way you're not hitting too far forward with the front. So you just want it right behind it. And you just kind of an athletic bent knees stance. The main point, or the really cool thing about surf skates, is when you're riding a skateboard, you got your foot in front and you push. But with the Swelltech Surfskate, you pump your board. So after you get on the board, you can push off. I usually push off Mongo just because with this front truck, trying to push off and having your weight on the front can be a little sketchy. So I'll usually push off on the back. And then from here, you just want to rotate your hips and your arms. With Surfskate, it's your whole body goes into this. It's not just your legs. You're leading with your shoulder, and your whole body kind of follows you. So with the pumping, when you're pumping your board, it's not just rotating your hips like you would maybe with like a ripstick when you're just moving your legs back and forth. Instead, you're gonna lead with your shoulder and your body will just follow, and you pump back and forth like this. And you bend your knees back and forth and let the board kind of fill out your movements, and you can kind of incorporate like you would when you're surfing into the board. I'm just gonna pump towards you and you can kind of see what I'm talking about and see what that looks like. So you push off the board, and then as you can see, I'm swinging my arms just back and forth, and it rotates down into my body and the board just pumps. You don't have to push the whole time. Man, it's just so much fun. It's just carving around. It's relaxing. I love surf skating, guys. I highly recommend getting a board if you're thinking about it. Next step after that, once you have the pumping down, so that's just to get you moving, but the real fun comes in when you start carving around. So to carve, it's the same steps, but you lead with your shoulder. So if I'm gonna turn back, I lean back like this, and the whole board will just snap around and follow your carve. So you just really lean into it, and you just lean with your shoulder first. You turn your head where you wanna go. Turn my head this way, lead with my shoulder, and the board will just carve around.
Alrighty, here's a little aerial view of me carving around in the driveway just to give you another angle. As you can see right there, kind of just lead with my front hand and my front shoulder, and wherever I lean, my body just kind of follows. So much fun to carve around. But I guess this shows also how versatile these boards are. You can take them to the skate park and ride them on the half pipe and just in bowls, and that's a lot of fun. But you can also ride around campus if you're at school, or even just in your driveway at home.
All right, guys, so now that you've got pumping and you can carve, the next step would be snapping. On a skateboard, this is like a board slide. It's when you go from a carve and you take your back foot and kind of push it out and lean back a little bit. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So I'm gonna carve towards you, pump towards you, and then I snap and slide that back foot forward. Let me show you again. All right, so here I am pumping, and then carve with a hard snap. And you can snap that board forward. That one is a little out of control, but man, it's a lot of fun. There's so much you can do. So that's it for the Swelltech Surfskate. Just a little recap. For foot placement, your back foot's gonna go on this back pad over the back trucks, and then your front foot's gonna go right behind that front truck. That's the best way to do it. Pumping is just little back and forth movements, gain speed. You don't have to push with this board. Carving, you lead with your shoulder, look with your head, whichever way you're going. This allows you to do these sharp back and forth carving movements, the most fun part of the board. And then snapping or board slide and just sliding that board around. The more advanced you get with that, the more you can really, some guys can do 360s and just rotate their board all the way around. I'm still working on it, but yeah, that's kind of the first things you need to learn when you first get your surf skate. We've covered the Swelltech board. We're gonna look at this Penny board Surfskate. They just dropped this Surfskate pretty recently, it's pretty new, but it has the waterborne trucks on it. Waterborne makes these trucks so that you can put them on any deck and make any deck a surf skate. But these trucks are more similar to the Carver, Yow, those type of boards than that Swelltech. The Swelltech's more technical, but all of these boards are kind of the same. In regards to foot placement, you're also going to put your back foot right above the back truck. Front foot, it can go a little bit more on top of the front truck than you do with the Swelltech, but still a little bit further back. Pumping with this board, similar to the Surfskate, it just takes less maneuvering and less balance. Just gonna push off and kind of just rotate back and forth. This board slides around a little bit more than you would with the Swelltech. Carving, same thing. You're gonna just turn with your shoulders first and your body will follow. And you can push with that back foot, create that pumping feeling. Pump back and forth, carve. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm starting a surf skate brand. Pretty soon I'll have my own surf skate decks and boards. I'm also going to start a skate apparel line called Sunpunk. So if you liked this video and want to see future surf skate, river surfing videos in the future, make sure to subscribe. Leave comments and what you'd like to see, stuff you'd like me to try in the surf skate. I've only been riding for a little bit, but it's my new favorite hobby. I love doing this, guys. So if there's stuff that you've seen other people do that you'd like to see me try, definitely let me know. Thanks again for watching. My name is Magic. This is Landlocked Surf and Skate. Out.